My name is Mark, and I have been renting room 6 at the Ashford Street boarding house for about 3 weeks now. It is nothing special. 4 rooms down one hallway, 2 on the other, a shared bathroom at the end. Cheap rent, the place smells like dust and old wallpaper glue, but there is something about room number 6, something that was not in the ad, something that I did not notice until it was too late. I moved in on a Wednesday. The landlord, Mrs. Keller, was a thin woman with deep wrinkles and watery eyes that don't quite look at you. She handed me a brass key and told me, "Don't leave your window open at night." She did not say why. The first couple of nights were fine. The walls thin, but the other tenants mostly kept to themselves, except for the one across the hall, room 5. I never saw the door open, but I had heard slow, dragging footsteps pacing back and forth in there. Sometimes I would hear a low hum, like someone trying to remember a tune but getting it wrong, over and over. On my 4th night, I woke up around 3 a.m. The pacing in room 5 had stopped. Instead, there was a soft tapping, not on my wall, on my window. I live on the 2nd floor. The next morning, I caught Mrs. Keller in the hallway. I told her someone might be playing a prank on me, climbing up to my window. She just shook her head and said, "Don't look when you hear it." Then she walked away. That night, I could not sleep. I sat in bed, staring at the curtains, listening. Around 2:45, I heard it again. Tap, tap, tap. Slow, patient. I pulled the blanket over my head and stayed still until sunrise. By the end of the first week, my nerves were shot. I started trying to distract myself, going out more, staying out late work. But no matter what, the tapping would start once I was in bed. One night, I had enough. I told myself I had just pulled the curtain back for a second, proved to myself there was nothing there, and finally get some sleep. I waited for taps. They come right on schedule. 3 slow knocks, then silence. The next morning, I decided to try talk to the guy in room 5. Maybe he knew something. I knocked. No answer. The door was not locked, though it opened a few inches when I pushed. The room was empty, completely empty. No bed, no clothes, not even dust where furniture should have been. And in the center of the floor, scratched into the wood, were 4 words: "Don't open your window." The tapping got louder. It was not just at night anymore. Sometimes while I was eating dinner, I'd hear it faint, like it was coming from far away. And the humming from room 5, it had moved. Now it was behind my wall. Sometime I wake up and hear breathing, not through the door, inside the room. I asked Mrs. Keller about room 5 again. She just said it had been empty for years. When I told her about the humming and breathing, she gave me this flat look. "If you see it, don't let it in." Last night, it got worse. The taps turned in pounding, heavy, shaking the glass, pounding. I sat frozen, eyes on the curtain. Then came the voice, "Mark, let me in." It did not sound like a stranger. It sounded like me. I did not move. I did not move. I did not breathe. Then the pounding stopped. Silence. I thought it was over until I heard the window latch slide open on its own. The curtain began to move, slow and deliberate, like something was pushing it aside from the outside. I did not remember deciding to move, but suddenly I was out of bed, running for the bed, running for the door. The hallway was dark, but I could see that room 5's door was wide open. From inside, the humming started again, louder now, almost frantic. I heard something crawling across my floor behind me. That sound was wrong, too fast, too many joints. And then the voice again, closer, sharper. "Mark, let me see your face." I did not look back. I ran for the stairs. But halfway down, the air turned cold, heavy, like breathing underwater. And at the bottom of the stair was Mrs. Keller. She was smiling. Her eyes were black, like the pupils had swallowed everything else. She said, "You opened the window, didn't you?" I did not answer. She stepped aside. Behind her, in the lobby, was a figure, tall, thin, bending at angles that bones should not bend. Its face was pressed against the inside glass front door, and it was smiling. I don't remember leaving. I don't remember running down Ashford Street, but I am not going back. If you ever find yourself there in room 6, listen to me. Don't open the window. Don't talk to the man in room 5. And if you hear tapping, it's already too late.